Good morning, everybody. How are we doing this morning? A beautiful morning. We're a little late in the morning, I should say. We have had rain, and things keep getting delayed. And I have had time to do a lot of other stuff. But here's the thing: it's not real heavy rain. It's light rain. The kind of rain that doesn't really amount to much. We got the 7250 over here and parked, which you probably saw from the last time. And I brought the 1206 over, and the white 155 is here. It just came back from the service shop. We are going to take the old Chevy today, now that she's fixed up and ready to go, over to the house. We've got some stuff to load up on the back of it. I need to show you, do that here real quick. Okay, got some things that have changed over here. Nothing major, minor stuff. I went ahead and I bought another cart for over here. So not only do we have the Parker cart, but we do have a J&M cart over here as well. Just for a little bit extra capacity. Oh, and we have both of our trucks over here. I did go ahead and, I don't know if I mentioned it, I traded off for this international truck here, that old GMC. I see why they had it over at the service shop. I tried to use it to move some stuff here a while back, and yeah, it was a bad deal. So, other than that, nothing over here has changed. But over at the other farm, well, that is a different story. But we'll get up on over there and start working. We have kind of an unusual task to take care of today. And as I was saying about the rain, it's just little piddly amounts. The ground is dry, but the grain is wet. Even our Milo is ready to be harvested, but I can't get in to harvest it because of how wet the ground is. So, kind of a bad deal, to be honest. But not much I can do about it. It just kind of is what it is. Nobody coming. There's somebody. Been busy over here at the dairy barn, just keeping up with that as well. We're going to have to cut some grass here soon. And put that grass in here for silage. That, I think, is going to be something we need to do here at pretty soon. Pretty soon. But anyway, I'm going to cut this for the moment, and I'll see you over at the other farm. All right, everybody, here we are over at the other farm. Well, nothing really has majorly changed, but I guess that's not quite 100% true because there has been quite a bit of modifications over here. Fred and I did look into the back of that one combine, and yes, we did have some issues. I think I'm going to pull up here. We did have some pretty good issues, and it all had to do with some of the bushings that were holding everything together. And, well, there's not much I can do about it. I went ahead and traded it off to another dealership. Went ahead and traded that combine off to another dealership. And so I did bring a combine home, but I don't want to show it to you just yet. What I do want to show you right off the bat is we traded our Volvo in for this beautiful old Peterbilt 359. It is in magnificent condition all the way around. I mean, pop the hood here for you. There we go. Rebuilt motor. Oh, yeah, it's awesome. It is awesome. So I don't really need to go into that. And this odd looking tractor here is not ours, and neither is the disc that's behind it. This is a trial. The dealership that I went to just happens to be a Claus dealer. This is a tester tractor with just one of their discs that they send out to try. They wanted me to try it. And that's what we're going to do a little bit later today out here on this field, is we're going to test this thing. But first, we need to kind of come up here and show you some things that maybe are a little different than what you remember. We'll start inside here. We still have the combine sitting here. We're waiting on that bearing. This combine we are keeping. We're just waiting on the part to get here so that we can get it back in service. That combine will go back over to the other farm, the case here, at some point time or another. And this will be one of the two combines we keep here. It'll also be the combine that we transport back and forth, I think, at this point in time. If you notice, I have cleaned out the shed a little bit, and I put the John Deere A's, both of them, in the other shed. And now it's time to come over here and, well, show you my brand new purchase. This is the Claus combine I bought brand new. Other than the drive home and a little bit of testing on the wheat field the other day, before the rains came in, yeah, this is it. A Lexion 8700. Brand new, right out of the gate. And you can see how muddy it was out in the field. I barely did any harvesting, and this thing was starting to get pretty bad. I'll show you the inside of it. It is a very slick, nice combine all the way around. No hours on it. I decided I have been buying used equipment and older equipment. It's time to try something new. And the Claus dealer gave me an absolutely amazing deal on it, so I couldn't turn it down. I also found a new forage harvester for us. This is an old Heston's Field Queen. Not very many of these left. Pretty basic machine here. It should serve our purposes just fine when it comes to doing some forage harvesting again. For those that wondered, the other white is over here running our bale shredder for our cattle. And then the two A's are parked back there in the corner. But like I said, it's just, the moisture is just too high right now for us to go out and do any harvesting. Otherwise, we would be in the midst of harvest, but no such luck there. No such luck. I know that the dealership would like for me to consider this tractor as a replacement for our John Deere. And, yeah, I brought it over here and just kind of parked it here out of the way temporarily. And I guess today's the day we're going to find out more about it. It is, honestly, it is a nice tractor. You know, a lot of the newer stuff is kind of nice. Yeah. I just, you know, this is a rather small disc compared to what we run on this farm. But it might be about the right size for our other farm. I have considered that. But our other farm, we just got the case over there. And we do have a rather large tractor over there. So I don't know. We're going to think about this really, really, really carefully. But we are going to give this a try and just see how it works. I don't think they're really demoing the disc. I think they're just trying to show us what is available through Claws. We did have that one Claws four-wheel drive, and to be honest with you, everybody, I really did not care for it. I did not like it. So, I'm going to try one of their straight tractors out and just see how I like how it runs. And that's what this is today, is just seeing how well it runs. And, you know, I don't know what the required horsepower is to pull this disc, but this just seems to have no problem whatsoever pulling in the field. It doesn't even have dual wheels. It's just got wide tires on it, and it's it's not even struggling. Traction seems to be maintained up the hills. So far, I'm kind of impressed. You know, we're not losing any steam here going up this hill, so I guess it's not that bad. But I know they want my business, and they're trying to introduce themselves really heavy into our area. You know, we are kind of John Deere, International New Holland area. We don't have a lot of other stuff. I know that our dealership looked into Claws for a while, and they had a couple of used ones, but they didn't want to license themselves out into that branding. So I think it's mainly because there was a bigger dealership nearby, Claws dealership nearby. I don't know that for sure, but, you know, it is what it kind of is. But I figured I'd give this a chance, see how it ran, if I liked it. If I like what it does, you know, maybe I might consider one for the future here soon. They are kind of expensive for a tractor. Not horribly so, but a little bit. I mean, look how small of a path we're taking out of this field. I don't know if there would be another piece of equipment that could be put behind this that would maybe push it to its limits. Now, one thing about it is this tractor is considerably more powerful than the John Deere. And quite a bit so. The John Deere is, I think, 360 horsepower, and this one's 445. So, a lot more horsepower in this particular tractor. And especially for being a, well, frankly, kind of smaller tractor all the way around. It's a possibility. I'm thinking about it. Haven't made any decisions yet, but it is possible that I look into it. I do not like the giant pillars here obstructing view out the back. If I had a wider implement, you know, they might obstruct my view of what I'm doing a little bit. I don't know. But anyway, we'll give her a test run here, and, well, I'll see you in a little bit. Hey, everybody. Well, we found the rain. Unfortunately, it started spitting out of nowhere. It doesn't look like it, as according to the clouds, but the thunder and the lightning suggests otherwise. I didn't expect this. I'm trying to make it back up towards the house a little bit closer before I cut out here. Yeah, you can see it's starting to get a little goopy under my tires. I'd better cut out and head on up here. Get back up to the yard before I get stuck out here somewhere. Oh, yeah, look at it. It's kicking up real bad. Ooh, no. Well, they wanted me to test it. And this is part of testing, is if I find mud. Well, I found mud. Well, that kind of puts a damper on today. I suppose I should probably put this under cover. I was not expecting it to rain. Really wasn't expecting it to rain. You know, being this is not mine, I suppose I better put it under cover. I think I can squeeze in here. Yeah, that just kind of throws a monkey wrench in today's plans. I had a lot more planned that I was going to do than this. But I guess since it's raining, we'll make use of the other stuff I need to do. Good thing I parked over here under the awning. Okay, well, since it's raining, I suppose... I mean, I've got some stuff here I need to move around that rain isn't going to hurt. They're all in sealed jars anyway. So we will load these up. All these sealed jars, they're in a wood crate that won't get really hurt. So shouldn't be too big of an issue. Get these lifted up and on here. There we go. There. You know, I better rethink that, hadn't I? Yeah, that'll work. Oh. Yeah, that'll work. But, yep. I got to get rid of this honey. I've had it for a while now. Been letting it build up, so I might as well go ahead and sell it off. Ain't no reason not to, you know. It's just going to sit here and collect if I don't. That one's not quite full. We'll grab this bottom one here. But I wasn't expecting it to rain today, so yeah, this definitely put a kibosh in my plans. Definitely messed things up. Let's get some straps over all this. There we go. We'll drive out of here, get this closed up, and I suppose I'm going to have to call that dealer. I thought I'd be able to get that done today, but I guess not. I'll have to call that dealer and let him know I'm not going to be able to get it done. That I might need that clause for a little bit longer. I don't know. I sure enjoyed driving it. It did a good job of turning under the field, but You know, the problem is, in all honesty, it needs to be a little bit, you know, it needs a bigger piece of equipment behind it for me to consider it. Yeah, looky there. See, I cut all those lows. I'm glad that I did now, because if I wouldn't have cut them, oh boy, that could have been a problem. But at least there's some moisture going back down into the ground, but this is not going to help us when it comes to harvest, let me tell you. Going to make things very difficult. But, oh well, it is what it is. We do have a few other things to do today. We didn't have anything left to do at that farm. The cattle should be fine at this point. And I'm not going to be able to lay down hay like I was hoping to. So, yeah, that's not too good of a deal. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do now. I suppose we could do a little bit of service. I've got some stuff over at the other farm that needs service, but yeah, it's this kind of a bad deal all the way around. Excuse me, I had to get a drink of my coffee there. Much better. Alrighty, well, up over here on the left, we'll take this honey in and get it sold off. I mean, it's not major money, but, you know, it's time. I had a full enough bin to do a load. Oh, that reminds me, I need to get a hold of the co-op. They are supposed to come out and spray one of these days here soon. I need to let them know not to come and spray. Nobody's at the diner. Oh my. Well, I guess it is only about 11. There we go. Sold off and done. Now everybody will have fresh jam at the diner. I'd stay around and have some lunch, but I don't know if it's going to do any good. Let me stop and look at the forecast and see when this is supposed to quit. Be right back with you. Well, everybody, it's going to rain for quite a while. We really don't have much else we could do right at this moment until it stops raining. And I imagine this is raining good enough that wouldn't be able to get back into the field right away, which is kind of a rough deal. I have considered taking all of my cattle over to the one feed yard. I don't know how smart that would be, but I have considered it and thought about it. Taking all my dairy cattle and putting them up here at the main dairy. That way I could clean out some room, but, you know, I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that a little bit, whether I'd want to do something like that or not. You know, that could be a good thing and a bad thing all in one. It really could. We'll have to wait and see. I've also thought about moving my house, seeing how much it would cost to move that mobile home that I live in from this farm over here up to the other farm. I hate to admit it, I like living over here on this side, but It sure would be nice to be closer to home. Or what I know of as home. But maybe that's why the Chicken Mafia's left me alone here recently, is because they don't know where I live. You know, now that's a thought. I didn't even think about that. That might be why they've been leaving me alone. We're going to have to keep that in mind. We definitely are. Huh. Never thought of that. Oh, that's something else I need to do, is I need to get my security cameras back online at the farm. I moved them in. I moved the main place for them into the shed, so I should be able to get them back online rather quickly and easily. I'm just going to pull in here. That should be good. I need to get the service truck back over here too. Let's see. See, I've got security cameras over here because I've got a little office right here at my computer. I can look at all of my security cameras that I've got placed around here. Ooh, coffee. Need more. I actually use this office for most of my morning stuff versus the house over there, because I don't really go back inside the house, and I don't have, you know, the truck over here anymore, which I need to bring it back. I keep forgetting to do that, but I'll have to have Fred run me over there to do that. But well, I'm going to sit here and see if this rain lets up any or not, and do a little work in my office. So yeah, I will see y'all here in a little bit.